Hello everyone, Jeremy with Lakeness Life. Just wanted to show you a quick little project that I did. I was asked at the school to make a, I don't know what they call them, a sneeze cough shield for a desk. So the first thing I did was, this is an old part of an IKEA bed down here, but the desk was 2 foot by 4 foot. So what I did was I just drew lines there, 2 foot by 4 foot. Didn't have to, but I like to envision stuff. And I started with this bottom. This is an 8 foot piece, and of course, since you cut a miter, and then if you flip the next one, you get a little bit of extra. So here is the little cough shield here, and what I did is I just got 4 pieces of Lexan from Home Depot. I believe this is, I don't know, 24 inch, 23 something by 30 something. And I measured this at, I believe it was 22 1/4 long and then 30 inches tall. What I did was cut these at 45s and just kind of made up a little picture frame. And I'm a carpenter, but you know, I'm also a pilot mechanic, so, jack of all trades, master of none. And so what I did is I just staggered these screws, obviously so they don't hit each other, and I just put the frame together. And then I put that frame together. Then I took it apart, measured in between, added 3/4 of an inch to my measurement. That's all from the inside to inside, so that allows me to have 3/8 of plexiglass inside each part. See that? Then my little table saw here, I brought this up about 7/16 so that you can, you know, you always want a little bit extra. Oh yeah, that doesn't go over unless I move to that spot. Anyway, then I ripped just enough to be able to fit a piece of Lexan into it. So yeah, make the frame, then take the frame apart, then cut all the little grooves there. Cut the Lexan 3/4 of an inch overall, wider and taller. Then, after you have your 7/16 groove in here, go ahead and put the bottom and the 2 sides together with the screws again. Slide your piece down in, and then screw these back together. Remember to stagger so you don't collide with the screws, and to take the screws just a little bit taller. I kind of goofed up, but bring the screws a little bit taller so they don't run into the groove and hit your plexiglass. In this case, a piece of plexiglass, I don't know, these are like 20 bucks a piece, and the plexiglass to get a big one was $118 for that big one. So this would have gotten really expensive. This was kind of expensive, but so what I decided to do is just rip it down on the table saw and then just cut these in half. So you can see, it doesn't look too bad. You come in here, you can definitely see that there's a seam. All right, just throwing this in the middle of the video just so you guys can see. I did the outsides first to allow me a little bit of stability, and just screwed them in from the bottom. So I got one little picture frame here, one little picture frame on that side. Here, as you can see, I just had to pull this apart. She wanted some areas to run the cords through. So here we are. And then I'm going to go ahead and screw this back together. You can see it's kind of a tight fit. Of course, you want it to be a tight fit. And then that's how it fastens. And then I just got a couple of screws that go in here. See if I can do this one-handed. There we go. I'll take my finger off, but yeah. You know, get these little, what are these, VGA cords. Stick them through. Final cost, 250 bucks. That's a lot. I'd say if you could just get the plexiglass, probably cost you $80 to $100, unless you have a better source for it and use maybe some pallet wood or something like that. This is quick and simple. Get all the materials, just start cutting away. Got about 3 hours into this. But I also did the same thing whenever I joined these together. This is all just select pine from Home Depot. I think this is like 1x4 and this is just 1x2s. So I join these two edges together and then use these flat L brackets to join the inside. I don't have a pocket screw jig or any of that stuff, so what this allows us to do is bring it right over to her desk and use little tiny C-clamps. Obviously not these big clamps, but little tiny C-clamps, and it's very solid. So put them in the corners, or at least in the two back corners. It's good to go. What I'm going to do right now is cut a 3/4 inch groove in the bottom here for about 5 inches over, so she can run her cords through and some plugs and things like that. So, yep, I would have made a how-to video, but if you're working in carpentry and you got yourself a chop saw and a table saw, I imagine you can cut a few miters and do that. But if you need an idea, here's one. Hope this helps.